What's up guys, and welcome back to a brand new video today here on CodeNamePizza. Today we're going to be looking at 14 things that got removed or cut from the final version of Call of Duty World War II Zombies before release. Now all of these things have been found in the game files back when the beta was out on PC, and now I'm going to be comparing them to what we see inside of the game right now, so we can finally see which things did not make the final cut of the game, meaning they are cut or removed content of that game. There's lots of things that we're going to be getting through, so I hope you enjoy this video. Sit back, relax. We're going to be aiming for 2,115 likes on this video, so if you have not already done it, make sure you absolutely smash that like button right now, and also leave inside the comment section below what you would like to see inside of World War II Zombies that isn't already in there, and those comments will be used in a future video here on the channel. Subscribe to the channel if you are brand new, and without further ado, let's jump into the 14 things that got removed from Call of Duty World War II Zombies. So we're going to start this video off with an absolute banger that we all wish were inside of Zombies, and it was originally supposed to be in there, but it must have been removed last minute, and this is called Heal Blitz. Now of course, being called Heal Blitz is a play on words of the word health, which means Juggernog. Juggernog was supposed to be inside of this game, and it was actually supposed to give us double maximum health, meaning that normally we get around 4 hits until we go down. With Juggernog, we would have ended up getting 8. Now, even with the armor system, I think it would have been absolutely beautiful to have this inside of the map, and I think it's fair to say that this perk would have been located somewhere around the morgue area of the Final Reich, mainly because every other room or area of this map actually has a perk or 2 perks in there, but we don't see anything inside of this morgue area. And even inside of this doctor's quarters area right here, there's absolutely nothing. So I'm assuming that Heal Blitz would have been located in this area, and I wish we could have had it inside of the game, but let me know what you guys think. Should we have had Heal Blitz, yes or no? Would it have been too easy? Would it have been absolutely fine? Let me know inside the comment section, but that is the first cut thing from Call of Duty World War II Zombies. Okay, so that is the only perk that we know of that actually got removed or cut. But now we're going to move on to drops. So you guys know zombie drops inside of the game. We got stuff like insta-kill, nukes, we got double points, loads of things inside of this game, but there's actually 2 drops that got cut or removed to the final version of this Call of Duty World War II Zombies experience. The first is being Fire Sale. Now this is something that I personally really miss. Even though they've made it quite obvious where the mystery box is on the map by following the green lights, I still think the map's fairly big, and a fire sale would work absolutely perfectly inside of this map. Just having the ability to kill a zombie over in one area and instantly pick up a drop that spawns in the mystery box next to you would have worked absolutely perfectly on the Final Reich. Kind of upsets me that they didn't include this, but fire sale was another cut content of this Zombies experience. The next one is security. If you guys were big fans of Sledgehammer's last zombie experience, you guys will probably remember security. It was a drop that we originally had on Exo Zombies, and if we went and picked it up, it literally sets off every single trap inside of the map at one time. And the Final Reich would have been perfect once again for security. There's so many amazing traps inside of this map, it would have worked wonderfully, especially if you're in a co-op game with 4 players and you're all training in different parts of the map. Security would have worked absolutely amazing. So kind of upsets me that security wasn't included into the final version of the Final Reich, but that doesn't matter. But hopefully we will see some of these things in the future of World War II Zombies in DLC 1, 2, 3, or 4. You never know. Now that is the end of perks and also drops, but now we're going to move on to classes. Now the classes inside of World War II Zombies is a brand new feature, the specialist ability that it gives you inside of this game. Now on release, we get 4 of these classes given to us. We get Shell Shock, we get Frontline, we get Camouflage, and we also get Free Fire. All very different in their own way, but there is 2 specialist classes that got dropped right before release. The first one is one called Fury. Now we absolutely have no idea what this does, except from a mod that I'm going to share with you guys a little bit later on that was included in the cut mod list. There's a very minimal amount of information about this Fury class, so I have absolutely no idea what it was or what it might be in the future. The other class specialist that we had was Classic. Now this thing would have been absolutely perfect. The description of this thing was basically, you do not have one. There's absolutely no class. You do not have a special ability, you don't have any mods, you start out with a normal starting pistol. It would have been amazing to have this inside of the game and had a whole separate leaderboard system for people that didn't want to play with these specialists, that just wanted the original Treyarch experience back from World at War and Black Ops 1. Would have been really nice to have that inside of the game, and I think with a simple update, a lot of people would really enjoy to have the specialist back inside of World War II Zombies. Now, like I keep saying inside of this video, these are things that aren't in there right now, which were in the code before release, which means they may be future planned DLCs, so hopefully we do get this one inside of one, because I think the classic class would work very well inside of this game. Okay, so now we've covered perks, we've covered drops, and we have also covered classes. Now we're gonna move on to mods. There's so many mods that got cut before the release of this game, so get ready and listen to these awesome mods that we would have had access to at some point. So the first one is going back to what I was telling you guys before about that Fury class. This is called Charge the Line, and it was supposed to increase movement speed while using the Fury class. Now this would have been really cool, thinking about if we already had stamina up inside of the game, this thing would have been rapid. We would have been running around the map so quickly. Charge the Line sounds like a really fantastic mod, and I'm kind of gutted that it's not still inside of the game. The next one we can have a look at is called Fast Hands. Now this is one that I always used to use back on Black Ops 3 when I was doing classic gobblegum challenges, and the description of this mod is to use items and lethal equipment faster and switch weapons faster. Now the fact that they actually cut this really upsets me, because it's a perfect mod. I would be using this all the time, and the fact that they didn't incorporate this with the normal speed cola Blitz machine is kind of annoying as well. I think this is something that a lot of people would use, and like I was saying before, I use this all the time in Black Ops 3, so why not bring it back for World War II Zombies and give it to us maybe in DLC 1, 2, or 3. I would use that so much. The next one we're going to be looking at is called Fragmentation Skull. Now this is an awesome sounding one, and this is for one of the classes that we've already received. This is for the Free Fire class, and the description of this mod is that headshot kills cause explosive damage to nearby enemies during that Free Fire mod. So I think this would have been epic. Imagine going around the map, activating Free Fire, shooting a load of zombies inside of the head, and all the zombies next to those, there's just a chain reaction of explosions going off. Would have been really awesome to see this one, and it's not overpowered when you consider there's other mods inside of the game, like Mark II, where it instantly gives you pack-a-punch weapons instead of your normal weapon while activating Free Fire as well. This is definitely something that I would have used, and I feel like some of these classes actually need a little bit of a buff. Even though I've now used every single one of them, Camouflage still seems to be the one that everyone's using, because it gets you out of some crazy situations, and this Fragmentation Skull is probably one of the ones that would have worked even better in Free Fire's favor to maybe make that one my favorite class out of them all. Let's move straight on to the next one right now, which was of course Gung Ho. Now, Gung Ho we've seen in loads of different variations of zombies, loads of different variations of multiplayer and normal Call of Duties throughout the years, and it's very simple. You fire weapons while sprinting. Now, the reason why this was cut, we have no idea, but if I had to take a wild guess, it's probably the fact that they may include a new perk later along the line, which would be very similar to Exo Soldier back in Exo Zombies in Sledgehammer's last game, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. The Exo Soldier perk basically allowed you to run and sprint, run and throw grenades, lots of awesome things, and this Gung Ho just makes absolutely no sense having the game if Sledgehammer were considering adding a perk like that down the line in DLC 1, 2, 3, or 4. It's obvious by now that Sledgehammer are trying to listen to the audience and trying to listen to the community on what we want inside of these games, and I think the outcry from Black Ops 3, where we got absolutely no new perks throughout the whole of the game, except from Widow's Wine on that original Shadows of Evil map, may make Sledgehammer actually rethink and add extra perks later on the line inside of their DLCs. Hopefully this Gung Ho perk will be just turned into Exo Soldier or something along the same lines, and we'll be able to get a brand new perk in one of those DLC packs. But that was Gung Ho. Let's move on to the next mod that we've got on this list right now as well, which was called Hand to Hand. Now this is another mod that works alongside one of the classes, and this class is going to be the Frontline class, and the description of this mod is increased melee damage while using Frontline. So you guys know that the description of the Frontline mod by now is nearby zombies chase the user, so basically allowing every zombie to come after you, and while that is happening, you deal double damage to all the zombies with any weapon. Now if you've already got double damage while using this Frontline, this hands down would have been completely useless. I understand that, but what happens if we're around that step of the Easter egg where we've got to fill up the record by using the sword? Hand to hand would have worked a little bit okay, but there's no point in actually implementing a mod into the game for one tiny thing in one little Easter egg. So very good call by Sledgehammer there, not including the hand to hand mod inside of the full version of the Final Reich and zombies in general. So let's move on to the next one right now, boys, which is Lucky Crit. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. We've seen Lucky Crit inside of Black Ops 3 zombies. Well, the description is completely different. It's just got the same name, but it is completely different. The description of this one is chance to do double damage when hitting an enemy's weak point. So we know that there's weak points on certain zombies. Like when you get the Hammer Brothers zombies, their weak point will be the spine in their back. And when we get the Brenner zombie, their weak point to begin with is their gas canister on their back, and then finally it's their head. Now, by using this Lucky Crit mod that got dropped before the game got released, it looks like if we would have gone up to one of them Hammer Brothers, it would have took half the amount of bullets to actually kill that guy by shooting him in the spine. And the exact same goes to that Brenner zombie. Honestly, if Lucky Crit would have been in the game right now, I would be running it, so I don't see why Sledgehammer had to get rid of it. And Sledgehammer, if you are listening, please bring Lucky Crit back. At the minute, these boss zombies are quite overpowered, and I'm excited to see what you're going to be bringing to DLC 1, 2, 3, and 4 with bonus zombies inside of there as well. And if they are nearly as powerful as the ones we've seen in the final Reich, I want Lucky Crit back. So there you go, boys. That is Lucky Crit. Let's move straight on to the next one, which is Mugger. Now, Mugger would actually be quite useful, and this is increased jolts for killing weaker enemies with melee weapons. So a great example for this would have been on a fly round. So you guys know that on a fly round, we get loads of flies coming out either around 5, 10, 15, 20, and every 5 rounds going on from then until forever. These flies are quite weak, very, very weak zombies, and they normally die just in one melee hit anyway. So if we melee these zombies, we would have got double points by having the mod on called Mugger. Would have been very, very useful. Instead of just getting 130 points, we would be getting 260. Very good. I would have used it all the time. Mugger is another dropped mod from this game. Next one we're going to be looking at is Suppressive Fire. Now, this sounds like another genius idea, and I'm upset that it's not inside of the game. This one says enemies slow down momentarily as they take bullet damage. So you guys know that there are still zombies if you stand in a corner that if you fire your bullets at them, they can still get to you. They'll still be able to kill you and chase you down. But with this, it looks like they're going to be slowing down to walking pace when you shoot bullets at those zombies. Once again, it would have worked absolutely perfectly for when you're inside of that pub and doing that Easter egg step where you've got to get the melee kills with the sword. By using this suppressive fire, you could have just had a teammate drop one bullet in every single one, and whilst that zombie's walking, just hit it with the sword, and you would have been done with that Easter egg step really, really quickly. Suppressive fire sounds like an amazing mod. I wish it was still inside of the game. Unfortunately, it's not. And now we're going to go straight on to the final mod inside of this video that got dropped from World War II Zombies, and this one is called Sustain Zone. Now, Sustain Zone is a mod that's using another class. Now, this class is called Shell Shock. It's inside of the game right now, and if you guys don't know what it is, it basically creates a burst of fire whenever you activate your specialist to kill all the zombies around you. Working very, very similar to the Gobblegun Burnt Out from Black Ops 3, this is actually really, really good. And the Sustain Zone's description says, sustains the Shell Shock zone for a few seconds. Enemy that enter the zone are stunned. So the big circle that comes out when you activate the Shell Shock would have been stuck around you for a good few seconds, and then instantly any zombie that goes inside of there instantly stunned, and you'll be good to either kill them or they might have even been killed by the blast itself. But there you go, guys. That is every single mod, perk, drop that got cut or removed from the final version of World War II Zombies before release. Like I said, these are not inside of the game right now, and they were found in the beta files a while ago. So these things may be seen in the future, and if they are, amazing. There's a lot of awesome ideas on there that we've not seen so far, so fingers crossed we will see some of these in the future. If you guys enjoyed this video at all, just make sure you absolutely smash that like button right now. Be greatly, greatly appreciated, and we are aiming for 2,115 likes on this video. And if you haven't done already, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are brand new, and I will see you guys in the next video or the next live stream. Thank you for watching, and peace out.